Alright boys, just before the video starts, I just want to put a reminder out there. If you are supporting me, please make sure, if you would like to, it's completely up to you. I always do a giveaway where I pick up some deluxe passes for those that support me. I'll be picking a few of the winners either tomorrow or Sunday. I always do it on the weekends, so that way if you haven't purchased the deluxe pass already, then I'll fund you it. If you have, then it's very okay because the deluxe pass does reset in a couple of days time, so then you can use the funds to then pick up the new deluxe pass. So I just want to put that out there. Loki need to rant in this upcoming giveaway video because I'm literally on my own here. So next week, well, I say that on Monday, if you guys don't know, there is going to be a Korean live stream. So from there, we're going to be getting information about what's going to be happening with the next update. More importantly, apparently there's some big changes coming about, so we're also going to get info on what the big changes are. So all those news are going to be dropping on Monday. Obviously the English live stream, if they ever choose to do one, which I hopefully they should, it's always going to be literally like 4 or 5 hours before the update is like going live, so we're gonna have to wait till last on that one, but it's fine. Like the Korean, and if they do a JP live stream, they always give us all the info that we need, so yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, now I kind of went over this video once again because I mean, the one thing which I'm taking a note of now is I'm curious to see on how they're going to go about and affecting other typings, right? Because if you look at where typings are at right now with like light, water, etc., of course wind, unit wise we've kind of got the team going, and so it kind of begs the question now on these future characters to release, right? With the light, with the attribute that they're playing at, you know, what roles are they going to be, and how are they going to be affecting the current characters in terms of synergy, of course. And I feel like well, seeing what they're doing with Dark, which is what we're going to be talking about, it feels like that they're making it so that there's different metas to the typings. So for example, if you look at where water typing is right now, right, I mean the best way to, I mean, well, it's technically core damage, of course, right? That's kind of what we're catering to, since Alicia is the DPS. So I guess it's revolved around about the main damage dealer, of course, on where the meta will go towards the team that you're building. And so it's very interesting on where water typing will go. So let's reel it back a bit. So obviously the next typing is going to be Dark. Now I went over the video like I just said, and Alpha did mention, obviously with what Kaiser is going to be providing us with the defense pen and defense drop, etc., that is what the girls are going to be doing. Like that's pretty much going to be a part of it. Now we don't know what more we're going to be getting from Harper being the offensive. If you guys don't know, this is Harper, this is Charlotte. Not sure what Charlotte will be doing. I mean, in terms of seeing this, I assume maybe raising defense pen, maybe dropping the enemy's defense, maybe also providing damage reduction, right? If that's what these girls are going to be doing. And then in terms of Harper, maybe she's given herself an increase in defense pen. Maybe she's also being able to reduce the enemy's defense, who knows, right? But clearly, because of course we are set to get another Dark character, and again it's basically the teacher, it's fair to say that there's going to be different metas through typings that we can cater to. That's what I'm gonna go with, because again, with where things are at right now, with all the elements, with the complete packages that we have with each set, of course, I think the only next best thing they could do is provide us characters that can, I mean, they can still kind of intertwine and work with one another depending on the element. I mean, like if I wanted to throw Libora with the girls, I mean that's still doable. If I want to throw a Breaker with the girls, I mean that's still doable. Of course, if I want to make Harper the DPS and have Libora as the support and then Lim as the Breaker, I mean that's also doable. But clearly in this situation, this does look like the next set of teams for the Dark element. So as I've mentioned, if we're now focusing on meta, it seems that the strat for Dark typing or Dark element is leaning more towards the whole defense side of things, so defense pen, dropping defense, of course. And as Alpha has also mentioned, this is clearly going to be the advantage play for and going against Baran, the newest content, of course. I assume that his defense is going to be somewhat high up there, so it begs the question on how the current Dark Hunters will prevail against this newest piece of content, of course. Now, as they are new characters, more updated characters, I assume that in terms of comparing Harper to Beast, I feel like Harper will be the unit that is going to be coming out strong. Just the personal. I mean, well, then again, that I mean, yeah, that's probably going to be the case since Beast came out back in March, because he was in the soft, no, either March or April, because April, because Beast was a soft launch rate up character, of course, and over time, clearly they are trying to make him viable by consistently buffing him up non-stop. Although I will say, with where Beast is at right now, the buff up is a big glow up for him. So with elements, we are now going to be seeing new meta strats with teams. So obviously with where we're at right now with Lim, Libora and Beast, the way I kind of look at building them is heavily on the crits side of things, of course, especially if you've got Beast in the A1 side of things, of course. That way your second skill can boost you up in the crit side of things, and plus you get a +2 out of it, by the way, because it used to stack up to 10, but now it goes to 12, so you can really kind of get more out of it when it comes to Beast. So they did really boost them up, especially with Lim. I mean, Lim again is more on the damage increase attack. I mean, if you want to cater to these crits, then realistically that ultimate coming in with those 8 shots can really pack a punch in terms of the amount that you can actually accumulate with it, of course. And then Libora again effectively does work off from her crit stats due, and again it correlates to her skills, of course. That's how I go about kind of working with my dark set, of course, but it seems that with the upcoming dark characters and the route that they're taking, it's going to be slightly different, of course. And so from that, it kind of gives us an eye-opener to say that with these next characters coming along, clearly they could be potentially bringing more to the table, bringing more for the element, kind of spreading their wings out on providing us with different strats rather than just catering to the same old thing. So with the next characters to release, we are probably going to be seeing a different route for each elements. I guess it's a good thing, because then we can kind of pick and choose on what is more heavily needed depending on the raid. Because again, I mean, not all bosses are going to be the same. I mean, again, with Baran, you know, with how they're going about with the whole defense pen and whatnot, I assume Baran is going to be a hard hitter. I assume Baran is going to have a lot of bit of a defense going on. So to have units that can decrease that, to have units that can tank the damage output that is producing, that is the strat that we probably need to cater to. Unless we're good enough in dodging, avoiding attacks and whatnot, then I mean maybe we can kind of get away with it, but we will have to wait and see on how that's going. But clearly, as we all know, whenever a new boss comes along, whenever a new type of content raid comes about, if there's new hunters being released, those new hunters will 100% be catered to the boss, because that's that incentive that they're trying to push for you to pull and summon, of course. Excluding that they're lollies, which I know a lot of people, the amount of hate I am seeing because of the character appearance, it's crazy. But from the kit itself, yeah, that's the value right there. Let's just kind of forget the appearance, although not a lot of people want to forget about the appearance, and I don't blame you. But I will say, if the teacher that's dropping in October, if that's not a breaker, I'll be heavily surprised. Unless they make a last minute change and put Charlotte as the breaker, which I feel like should be the case, because a fortune reader type of character comes across to me as a supportive mage character. Just saying. Although, I mean, they could really just be like, yeah, let's not bring it. I mean, because technically speaking, Lim himself, I mean, the way he's built, he can work in all types of element meta strats, regardless if it is going to be catering to the crits, regardless if it is going to be with the defense pen. He'll work perfectly with those two, of course. So with the newest set girls, as well as the old set of dark element, of course. So, yeah, really think about it. I think, I mean, I personally would like another Dark Breaker, just putting it out there, but it won't be the end of the world. He's still pretty decent, but I would like a preferred update version of a Dark Breaker, preferably. So hopefully one of them is, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see.